Hello, everybody, and welcome to this very special edition of Beyond Nonsense with Brian Chever. Of course, it's Brian Chever. Today, we're celebrating the Fancy Awards special covering the Academy Awards this year. It's been a while since I last did this, so last time I did this, I did it with some friends. I did it live. It was a mess, but I have to say, I love the Academy Awards. I love celebrating films, and it's a lot of work, but I put up with it. So yeah, this year's gonna be a little different. I expected to do it by myself and working things out and all that. So I managed to watch about almost all of the movies that are in some way celebrated in this year's Academy Awards. The Academy Awards are going to be celebrated on March 2nd, I believe, on ABC and on Hulu, I believe. And it's going to be hosted by Conan O'Brien, one of my all time favorite comedy presenters. I love watching his show. I listen to his podcast religiously. So when I heard that Conan was doing the Academy Awards, he gave me the perfect excuse covered here on the podcast. So yeah, I did the work. I watched almost all of the movies. I'm not gonna be covering all of the categories on the special, but I will be talking about all of them in the aftermath, which will be after the Oscars. The internet is a little messy, so I do not know if I'm gonna be covering it live, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. If they do manage to fix it, I may go live right after the Oscars. If not, then expect the video to drop a couple of hours after the Oscars or the next day. So yeah, without further ado, let's go to one of the first categories, and to me, one of the most important categories in this celebration, and that is the best animated film. Now, you may see on screen that I already got my pick and the predictions, and that's gonna be happening throughout the whole show. But I will be talking a bit about all of the movies, not review each of them. But yeah, you may have seen that I cover at least a few of these movies on the channel. You can go back and watch some of my reviews. But yeah, Flow, Inside Out 2, The Wild Robot, Memoir of a Snail, and Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul are nominated for Best Animated Film. Notable omissions are Transformers 1 and, of course, Look Back, which to me was a brilliant movie. I thought uh, after seeing all of these movies, I would have snubbed Memoir of a Snail out of here, and I would have put either Look Back or Transformers 1. But nonetheless, they decided to go with Memoir of a Snail. It's not that it is a bad movie, but I don't think it's on the level of Look Back and Transformers 1, but maybe because of the subject matter in Memoir of a Snail, which is a tragic, a dark comedy. Maybe that's why it managed to be on this one. And of course, because it uses stop motion, which is also used in Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul. All of them great movies on their own, but I believe Flow and The Wild Robot are neck to neck in this category. Flow was wonderful, but so was The Wild Robot. And I have to say, my pick and my prediction for this category, The Wild Robot wins. Best Animated Film is a beautiful film, but again, and Flow as well. I love Flow, and the fact that they didn't use any dialogue at all in Flow is amazing. But The Wild Robot was a experience for me. I loved that movie. So to me, my pick is best animated as winner of best animated film is The Wild Robot. And I wouldn't be surprised if Flow wins, and I wouldn't be mad at all. But I love The Wild Robot. So my pick is The Wild Robot. If you guys haven't seen it, you can check it out, I believe, on Peacock. So don't waste any more time and go watch it. Next up is, of course, Best original score. Now, about this one, very odd that they didn't include Dune Part 2. And it was a stupid reasoning why the Academy disqualified Dune Part 2 because it uses a lot of the first film's score. That is to be expected on a sequel. And I believe that's the way to go. Modern day comic book movies and blockbuster movies, when they do a sequel, usually they don't follow the same themes from the original film, which is one of the things that has bothered me a lot in the MCU. Nobody remembers any of the themes from any of the movies because they don't keep the same composer, which they did with Dune Part 2. So I believe Hans Zimmer was robbed indeed, and I believe he would have won this one. But to me, of all of these, Wicked, uh, the score to Wicked, accompanied by the songs from the musical, are just majestic, and the way John Powell elevates this already iconic, score in from the musical is just fantastic. I love John Powell; he's fantastic. So my pick and my prediction for best original score is for Wicked, and maybe that's gonna be the only award that Wicked is gonna get. Of course, aside from costumes and makeup and all that, I believe Wicked has that on their bag. I'm not covering it on this show, but I believe that's a given. Best original song. Emilia Perez has two songs, El Mal and Mi Camino, and I believe any of those two will win. But these are all, the ones that are against Emilia Perez are fantastic songs like A Bird is Beautiful, Never Too Late, and I love Elton John. And The Journey as well is a great song from the 688. But my pick will be Elton John's Never Too Late. That song, when I first heard it, it made me cry. And not too many songs do that effect. Maybe when I remember something, but listening to Never Too Late for the very first time made me tear up. So I would have picked Never Too Late because I love Elton John. But I believe any of the two of Emilia Perez has this one under the bag. I will be mad, however, if El Mal wins. I don't think El Mal. Most of Emilia Perez's songs are not written by Spanish speaking people. So most of the music of Emilia Perez's songs don't have a great rhythm when it comes to the lyrics. If between the two, I believe Mi Camino is a much better song than El Mal. But this one is all Emilia Perez. But I wouldn't be mad if anything outside of Emilia Perez will win because to me the other three songs are a lot better. But we'll see about that in the ceremony. Now, best supporting actor. I saw Real Pain, A Complete Unknown, Anora, The Apprentice, and The Brutalist. Kieran Culkin from A Real Pain, Edward Norton from A Complete Unknown, Judith Bosidov from Anora, The Apprentice, Jeremy Strong from The Apprentice, and Guy Pearce from The Brutalist. Brutalist was the last movie that I saw of all the movies, and Guy Pearce delivers a great performance. Judy Borisov is also fantastic, but what Kira Culkin does in A Real Pain, he completely steals the movie. It would be I could argue that Kieran Culkin could have been nominated for best actor outside of supporting role because to me he's as much of a protagonist as Jesse Eisenberg's character. So this one is all Kieran Culkin's to lose. So and all of these actors were wonderful in their movies. I love Judy Vostok in Anora. I love Anora overall, and Edward Norton was fantastic in A Complete Unknown. But this is Kieran Culkin's award to lose. So yeah, I'm all the way in for Kieran Culkin. Best Supporting Actress, we have Isabella Rossellini for Conclave, Monica Barbaro for A Complete Unknown, Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez, Ariana Grande for Wicked, and Felicity Jones in The Brutalist. Ariana Grande, for so many people, she was a revelation, but it was not a surprise to me since I've seen her in Victorious way back and in Sam and Cat. Not many people watched that show. I did, so I knew Ariana Grande had the capability to deliver a great performance in Wicked, and she blew me away in Wicked. But I believe the strongest in this category to me is Isabella Rossellini. Her screen time in the movie was short yet effective in Conclave. Conclave is a fantastic movie. It's on Peacock, so watch that one too. But my prediction, I believe this one is Zoe Saldana's win. Uh, the shining light in the Emilia Perez film was Zoe Saldana. She managed to deliver a great performance in an overall okay film, which I saw the outrage of many people, and I thought it was a fine movie, but definitely not an awards worthy movie. But if I were to award someone in that film, it will be Zoe Saldana. Uh, Again, my pick will be Isabella Rossellini, and I would be happy if she won. But my prediction is that Zoe Saldana is going to win this one. Best Director, Jacques Audiard for Emilia Perez, James Mangold for A Complete Unknown, Sean Baker for Honora, Coralie Fargia for The Substance, and Brady Corbett for The Brutalist. I said my pick is Sean Baker because I love what he did with the movie with Honora. Honora was nothing that I expected from the movie, from a movie that touched on the topics that it touched upon in that movie. I had so much fun watching that movie. But what Coralie Fargat did with The Substance was incredible, and I don't think many people are expecting her to win this one. I believe this one's on the back for either Jax Audiard or Brady Corbett from The Brutalist, which is an achievement on itself. The Brutalist, an almost 4 hour long movie. But I'm gonna go with the dark horse here. I'm gonna go with Coralie. Her work in The Substance is fantastic, and I'm not a guy that watches those kinds of movies, but it caught me by surprise. It's one of the first ones that I saw. So yeah, to be it, Coralie will be the will be my pick, and it's my prediction. I mean, my pick is Sean Baker because I love Honora, but Coralie and is my prediction because the awards are haven't been that friendly to female directors. So this will be mostly a political pick, but it's not a bad pick. So yeah, all of them great directors except the obvious exception of Emilia Perez. But again, this is the directing. So yeah, my pick would be Sean Baker. Prediction Coralie. I wouldn't be mad if 4 out of the 5 would win on this one. Um, let's go with Best Actress. Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. Carla Sofia Gascon for Emilia Perez. Mickey Madison for Honora. Cynthia Erivo for Wicked. And Demi Moore for The Substance. So many people have Demi Moore as the predicted winner. I have Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. Her performance in I'm Still Here was powerful. I was glued to the screen with her performance. I love Cynthia, and I wish she would have won in this one, but this is a very packed category. Uh, Carla Sofia Gascon. Uh, for a movie that is also a musical, when it comes to the acting, she had it on her bag. But her singing is just atrocious. I'm sorry. I know is something hard for her maybe to sing, but when it comes to a movie musical, you have to bring 100% to it, and she brought about 70% because her performance was good in the movie. Again, I'm not the biggest Emilia Perez movie fan. I thought the movie was okay, not an Academy Award worthy movie, but it was a Netflix movie. So yeah, but her singing compares to Cynthia Erivo's. There's nothing to compare there. And Mickey Madison is my pick as a surprise because Mickey Madison was just fantastic in Anora. But the way Fernanda Torres commanded every scene she was in I'm Still Here, gives me a reason to pick her as my prediction. I wouldn't be mad again if 4 out of the 5 people nominated in this category will win, but I believe Fernanda Torres will win Best Actress on this Academy Awards. And Best Actor, we have Ray Fiennes for Conclave, Timothy Chalamet from A Complete Unknown, Coleman Domingo from Sing Sing, Sebastian Stan from The Apprentice, and Adrian Brody from The Brutalist. This one to me was the hardest to pick. Sebastian Stan did a fantastic job as Donald Trump. It didn't feel like a caricature, which is one of the things I was afraid of. He did fantastically well. Adrian Brody was also fantastic in The Brutalist. Coleman Domingo was amazing in Sing Sing. Uh, his performance broke my heart in that movie. But Ray Fiennes, to me, is one of those actors that anytime he's on screen, you just get glued on. Just like what happened with Fernanda Torres to me, and I'm Still Here. Every time I was watching Conclave, I just was just wanting to see him on screen. He was mostly on the screen, but I loved every second he was on screen. But to me, my prediction, Timothy Chalamet winning for A Complete Unknown. This was the movie for him. Uh, uh, between his performance in Doom Part 2 and as Bob Dylan in A Complete Unknown, this is the one that can get him the Oscar. I believe that this will be his first Oscar. But to me, as so many people will say, Ray Fiennes is one of the greatest actors without an Oscar. So, and surprised that he didn't win it for Schindler's List. So to me, this is the perfect opportunity to right that wrong and give Ray Fiennes his long deserved Oscar. But again, on this case, I would not be mad if any of the 5 win this award because to me, all of them did a great job in their movies. I'm still recovering with Sing Sing and A Complete Unknown. They were great performances. Conclave has been on my mind all these weeks because of how great that film was. So yeah, my pick Ray Fiennes and prediction Timothy Chalamet. And the big one, this is the big one. Best Picture, Wicked, Doom Part 2, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, Conclave, Anora, A Complete Unknown, The Brutalist, and Emilia Perez. I want Conclave to win. I love Wicked. All of these films were great, but I love Wicked the most. But I don't think Wicked has a chance against Conclave. And I want Conclave to win. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that maybe Anora's gonna pick up the best picture. Again, and the other one out in this list is of course again Emilia Perez, which I keep saying this movie was an odd movie to include in these awards. Then again, they just did. Maybe they just wanted to take a political check. So who knows? These things can get political as well. So yeah, Conclave and Honora, of to me two of the best movies in this list. But yeah, my pick will be Conclave, but I think Honora's gonna get it. I think Honora's gonna get it, and I won't be mad if 9 out of the 10 movies here will win this one. So yeah, my heart is with Conclave, but I predict Honora to win Best Picture. I want to be surprised, and maybe we will be surprised in these awards. Granted, you guys, I am not like a critic like most of people. I'm just a fan like all of you. I love movies and I love celebrating movies. So I saw all of these movies in a fan perspective. I'm not here to bring in my own biases and all that. So yeah, maybe my picks are not the same ones as many others in many other more professional people like more than I am, but these are my picks nonetheless. So yeah, at least I challenged myself to do this. I thought I wasn't going to do this again, but yet I did. So, do you guys have any of your picks? Will we share some of the picks? Let me know in the comment sections down below, and I'll be seeing you guys on Monday, maybe for a aftermath reaction to the winners of the Academy Awards. Congrats to all of the nominated people. It's an honor to be nominated regardless. So, yeah, worthy of celebration, and I'll be seeing you guys soon.